Beloved child of the Most High, pause in this instant, for the veil between realms is thinning, and a celestial herald draws near with tidings forged in the fires of eternity. Your guardian angel, woven from threads of pure light before the foundations of creation trembled into being, hovers in unseen splendor, their wings a canopy of divine assurance over your weary frame. Sense the tremor in your innermost being, the flutter of your spirit like a dove released from captivity, the gentle fire igniting veins long chilled by doubt's winter. This is no shadow of dread, no echo of past sorrows, but the holy affirmation cascading from the throne room, a symphony of yes from the heart of the Infinite One. A cataclysm of grace is birthing, a metamorphosis etched in starlight that will recast the contours of your journey, turning wanderings into waypoints of wonder. One tethered to your world, a confidant whose laughter once bridged your silences, a kin whose hand steadied your storms, or a shadow figure glimpsed in fleeting kindness, is poised to lay bare a secret that will dissolve enigmas like mist before dawn, fracture facades of falsehood, and kindle your trail with the blaze of heaven's intent. This unmasking is no caprice of fate, it is the architect of universes conducting a crescendo, a pivotal stroke to sever ethereal shackles that have shadowed your stride for epochs untold. Anchor your soul in serenity, precious one. Let not the tempests of ire, the whirlwinds of impulsivity, or the fogs of bewilderment obscure your gaze, for this disclosure is the golden key from on high, flinging portals to liberation veiled even from your own sight. You've traversed valleys of leaden grief, shouldering loads whose origins eluded your grasp, invisible anchors dragging at your ascent. Ethereal filaments of sway, dominion, and guile have lashed you to souls, sanctuaries, and spirals alien to your sacred blueprint. These spectral bonds, spun in the shadowed workshops of adversarial powers, have conspired to retard your rise, to cloak the luminescence of your mandate, to muzzle the clarion of your vocation. Yet attend to this decree from the Eternal. It ends here. Your celestial sentinel, robed in the majesty of omnipotence, brandishing a blade aglow with unyielding brilliance, has cleaved those restraints with surgical sovereignty and thunderous might. The spectral skirmishes you've intuited yet evaded, the clashes that sapped your vigor, veiled your vision, and bred interrogations of your route, these dissolve into obsolescence. The adversary's artifices fray and fall, and triumph crowns you, ratified by the crimson seal of the sacrificial sun and the anthem of your endured saga. Ecstasy surges as a torrent unbound, inundating the parched crevices of your essence where aspiration once gasped for air. Tranquility embeds in the fissures of your core, suturing fractures, reclaiming the absconded, salving the scarred. Mirth, a distant murmur entombed beneath strata of anguish, letdown, and toil, resurrects to orchestrate your hours in a harmony scripted solely in paradise. You stride into an era unveiled, irrefutable, luminous, a proclamation to the cosmos of the unfailing one's constancy. Witnesses to your falters, beholders of your lamentations, companions through abyssal vigils, will now gape in reverence as you ascend, reborn from embers like the mythic bird of flame. Scoffers at your convictions, deriders of your visions as chimeras, enumerators of your demise who branded you a visionary bereft of horizon, they will be struck mute, jaws unhinged, murmuring, by what alchemy? And the reverberation will traverse eternities, resounding in celestial vaults and terrestrial depths, quaking the bedrock of skepticism, the divine. Solely the divine could choreograph the prodigy dawning upon you. Solely the divine could gather the splintered shards of your odyssey, each rebuff that lacerated, each perfidy that pierced profoundly, each barrier that loomed impassable, each nocturnal deluge of supplication to the firmament, each nadir of desolation querying survival, and interlace them into a mosaic of reclamation so exquisite it eludes mortal ken. That missive of repudiation that rent your spirit, that sowed queries of value, that rendered you diminutive in your own mirror? It transmutes under divine script into a summons transcendent, to a fate vaster than fancies could frame. That soul who departed, bequeathing agony and enigma, forsaking in frailty's hour, rending your core with their egress? Their void is no bereavement but a hallowed vacancy, a tabernacle readied for a comrade, a commission, a summons selected in celestial council. Indeed, you've forfeited, alliances presumed perpetual, prospects that evaporated, instants that seemed to etch permanence, but never the imprimatur inscribed upon your being by the cosmos as crafter. That imprimatur flares fiercer, its conflagration indelible, its radiance rending veils that sought your engulfment. The sanctification upon you thickens, akin to unguent lavished lavishly, enveloping, safeguarding, endowing you to embody the apex of your genesis. The summons upon your essence amplifies, echoing in empyrean halls, convulsing the globe, proclaiming to every umbral legion that your epoch dawns. Your prodigy is no remote reverie, no pledge for a nebulous hereafter, it materializes presently, incarnating in modalities that will steal your breath, instilling veneration for the Almighty's potency and clemency. It manifests as a summons that pivots your parabola, a dialogue that redirects your deluge in a heartbeat. It arrives as an epistle freighted with tidings unanticipated, inscriptions bearing the gravitas of celestial covenant. It emerges as a dispatch unfurling barriers presumed eternal, vistas concordant with the yearnings harbored in your bosom. It materializes as a visage unfamiliar yet indelible, a being dispatched by the divine to accompany, to elevate, to infuse vitality into your mandate. It comes as a draft inscribed with a nomenclature consigned to oblivion, sustenance from founts unforeseeable. It will evoke the ethereal, nigh implausible, yet authentic. It is tangible. It is appropriated, inscribed in constellations, authenticated by the sovereign's palm, conveyed by seraphim who contended for this juncture. This is no ephemeral missive to dismiss in haste, no fragment amid a deluge of daily declarations. This is the oracle, the one your sentinel dueled through abyssal obstructions to impart. They've warred against infernal meddling, eluded dominions, quelled entities bent on interception. Your encounter with these glyphs was no happenstance. Each claw's a sacred ember, kindling your core to discern the prodigy attendant, poised for seizure. Gaze intently upon your existence, mutation stirs. The ether encircling you transmutes, electrified with hallowed vigor, throbbing to paradise's pledge. The terrain underfoot quivers, not in tumult, but with the cadence of a deity displacing peaks for your sake. This is no transient flicker, it is a hallowed convergence of your affliction and the divine's assurance, a consecrated crossroads where antiquity interfaces with fate. You ingress a epoch of profusion, where epiphanies tumble as cascades, sequential, unending, until enumeration eludes. Where you petitioned remnants, plenitude will deluge, streaming uncontainable as a flood unbound. Where repudiation cast you adrift, overlooked, you shall be courted with dignity, coveted for the endowments embedded within, lauded for the radiance you bear. Where portals barred your advance, engendering inadequacy and rout, they now gape ere your entreaty, unlatched by the omnipotent, impervious to closure, unassailable by obstruction. A voice sought to quell yours, to contract your stature, to deem you unfit, uncredentialed. They endeavored to eclipse your glow, to persuade that aspirations exceeded grasp, mandate surpassed summit, merit fell short. They uttered skepticism, sowed frailty, labored to convince inferiority. But the sovereign proclaims, cease. You are his possession, and sufficiency defines you. You are his opus, imaged in his likeness, invoked by his utterance, sanctified by his breath. This prodigy demands no entreaty or defense. It roots in the transcendent, nurtures by empyrean grasp, shields by seraphic phalanxes encircling as bulwark. Your sentinel beams, visage agleam with rapture, for they've anticipated this dawn, traversing occult tempests to secure this covenant's advent. They've clashed with obscurity, defied retardance of your ascent, triumphed bearing the parchment of your fate. This inaugurates a reclamation so integral, so abyssal, it recoups every pilfered shard, your serenity fractured, your epic squandered, your assurance rattled, your affection traduced, your coffers depleted, your visions postponed, your aspiration obscured. Each moiety restores, not replicated but amplified, exalted, renewed by the Maker's touch. Those who condescended, adjudged, relegated you to triviality, will perforce elevate their sight, beholding the sovereign's benevolence emanating from you as a nocturnal pharos. Gossips, traitors in veil, facades, masking malice, will hush as your ascension proclaims incontrovertibly, a saga of omnipotence and mercy to the spheres. This transcends vengeance, it embodies reclamation, the divine manifesting to creation his alchemy with yielded lives. He reconstructed your core amid presumed ruin, assembling with affection's mortar. He augmented your sanctification when the cosmos deemed conclusion, effusing his essence exponentially. He realigned you when foes presumed abandonment, synchronizing with transcendent aim. You endured not chastisement, you were honed. and honing concludes. Mutation initiates, inexorable. It may evade ocular confirmation. The hush persists ponderous, environs unaltered superficially. You survey persistent trials, enduring hurdles, enduring ramparts. Yet in supernal spheres, a timbre liberates, intoning, commencement. Your ensuing saga diverges starkly. The melancholy that clung eternally, ballast to your spirit, querying mirth's return, merits an inalienable glee, effervescent from abyssal depths, perpetual. You regress not to anguish's loops, penury's winters, despondency's epochs. This propels onward, irrevocable, unyielding, impelled by the sovereign's palm. Your prodigy hastens divinely, as gale uncontainable, blaze unquenchable, radiance undimmed. Coffers obstructed, vigilant nocturnal with apprehension, chaining liberation's dream, liberate, coursing as fluvial bounty into your realm, sustenance from unanticipated aquifers. Vigor faltered, burdening soma and psyche, engendering frailty and ambiguity, restores, rejuvenated by the celestial healer's caress, vivifying osseous frames. Alliances crumbled, begetting isolation, demerit, solitude, mend or supplant with ligature superior, celestially ordained, venerating, congruent with mandate. The divine restores not singly, multiplies, effusing duplicity, triplicity, centuplicate boon, profusion stupefying. You ingress duality season, duplicated sagacity for traversal, duplicated fortitude for burden, duplicated lucidity for blueprints, duplicated sustenance for exigency, duplicated benevolence for portals. Adversaries adjudicated sans your intercession. The divine contends in absent chambers, invokes your nomenclature in prospects' halls, transmuting narrative to edification. Yet foremost, rekindle credence. Unseal your core, though abraded, though scarred, though barricaded by anguish's accumulations and disillusion's dregs. Expel trepidation, skepticism, demerit sown by the foe, murmuring insufficiency, forfeited epochs, heirs as identity. The sovereign affirms sufficiency, instantaneously, unaltered, in this juncture. No await for augmented readiness, sanctity, flawlessness, you qualify by clemency, cherished unconditionally, elected not for prowess but open-hearted persistence amid closure's siege. Your lacrimations keyed portals unbeknownst, to covenants undreamt. Your affliction prayed, ascending as fragrant oblation to the throne, each wail a chord in faith's opus stirring the divine's core. And empyrean retorts. Recompense dispatches, endorsed by the monarch sovereign, borne by contenders for this apex. It resides, grasped, incarnate, receptive. The foe murmured deceptions, passed as disqualification, errors as demerit, retardations as forfeiture. But the divine decrees affliction as fertile matrix for prodigies bloom, a purposeful parterre from ordeal's cinders. You brand not by ignominy but aim, not rout but fate, not inflicted but enacted through you. Each inequity, traduction knifing, covert colloquies adversarial, veneers veiling perfidy, unfairness querying merit, chronicled in supernal ledgers. Celestial equity dawns, sentinel safeguarding strides, precluding omission of preparations. Though fatigued, demerit, ambivalent, the divine seeks yielding, not impeccability. In trust amid obscurity, nebulous trails, and he synchronizes impossibilities. He displaces silent summits, transmutes covert contexts, secures opportunity's grasp. You tardy not. You punctual impeccably, centered in transcendent chronology, at pledge fulfillment's nexus. Retardations not rebuff but reroute, averting inferior boons for fate's grandeur undreamt. Each negation protective divinity, veiling alien arcs. Each barred portal rerouting sanctity, to radiance's locus. Each bereavement set up divine, honing for supremacy soul ordainable. This prodigy ripples, transfiguring environs, altering vistas, fracturing fetters. Your saga undeniable, radiant, compelling doubters, deriders, deserters to affirm, verily, the sovereign abides. The foe contended fiercely, dispatching despondency's weights, bewilderment's mists, opposition's bulwarks. Yet conflict concludes. Sentinel pulverizes defiance, breaches barricades, paves. You ingress benevolence, appointments celestial, salving, fiscal epiphanies, affection sovereign selected. Isolation supplants with companionship divine, figures elevating, veiling, accompanying. Bewilderment yields to sagacity keen, directing. Bereavement exchanges for a cruel supernal, harvest superabundant. Be quiescent. Shun alarm as motions quicken, alteration's tempo surges. Acceleration transcendent, mutation scripted, each gate destiny's ballet. Some souls depart, artifacts dissolve, but imperative. Prodigy hallowed, not all bear its mass. Forsake not the egressing, welcome ingressant. You robust beyond ken, valorous beyond sensation, fortified by seraphic legions as citadel. They pave, banquet in adversaries' gaze, tender fate's vellum. You've wept therefore, murmured nocturnal when deafened, effused when oblivious. The divine attended. Each lacrima bottled, each orison ledgered, each wail covenanted. Boons approach, unforeseen dispatches, name-locative prospects, penitences from malefactors, amplifications of absconded, sustenance unanticipated. Supernal inversion, transcendent pivot, juncture of transmutation. Each negation launches affirmatives. Each barred gape unclosable. Each bereavement gains, affliction aims, retardation fate. Affliction purposed, resilience's tutelage, faith's profundity, glory's gravitas preparation. Hush purposed, whispers audition, utterances precedence over clamor. Retardation purposed, chronology's synchrony, benediction's aptness. Prodigy purposed, manifestation of unforgetting, unseen labor, reclamation's opus awe-inspiring. No happenstance perusal. Spirit lured for receptivity. You ambulatory prodigy, love's conduit, ambulatory attestation. Existence prophetic incarnation, omnipotence's corroboration, clemency's pharos. Beholder's real-time miracle, credulity's genesis via your transfiguration. Shun procrastination. Shun dubiety. Shun larceny by skepticism. Prodigy not advent, it resides, unfolding meticulously. Sentinel precludes unknowing egress. Heaven scripted, exigency timed, impeccably tendered. Covered. Cherished. Guided. Triumphant. Inhale. Yield. Credence. Prodigy enacts, transfiguring totality. Yet this inaugurates sequence transcendent, miracle cascade enveloping life's quadrants. Fiscal strife nocturnal, liberation's query, entrapped despondency, counters with sustenance divine. Drafts approach, windfalls unforeseen, prospects unfurl, aquifers flow unanticipated, heaven-stamped fidelity. Somatic rigors psyche burdened, frailty's ambiguity terror, divine healers palm salved, vigor restored, vitality renewed, aspiration revived, osseous vivification. Affectional ruptures core-rending, demerit love query, wholeness doubt, mend or supplant venerating ligatures, uplifting, purpose congruent, divine-hearted reflections. Divine restores not, multiplies, boons effusive, necessitating novel receptacles, granaries, comprehensions. Overflows epoch, maledictions loci flourish, necrotic aspirations vivify, lost aspirations rediscover radiant. Foe endeavored past disqualification credence, heir demerit, retardation forfeiture. Divine decrees past preparations jail not, trial forged unshakable base. Lacrimation's irrigation miracles matrix, purposeful parterre from dolor. Struggle's fortification root strength, unshakable faith, undimmed hope. Waiting's character edifice, glory's mass readiness, promises vessel shaping. Defined not inflicted, adversarial utterances, endured traductions, aired missteps, confronted fiascos. Defined sovereign utterance, elected, cherished, sanctified, greatness destined, name invoked, purpose segregated. Covert colloquies, secret artifices, deceit-veiled countenances, merit-querying inequities, divine omniscience chronicled. Details registry, secret lacrimation, isolation sensation, abiding query. Equity's dawn, malefaction's rectification, losses reclamation, dolor's redemption. Sentinel vigils, juncture mispreclusion. Resistance spiritual traversed, binding forces clashed, destiny retardant dominions defied. Path cleared miracle advent, next season vellum gold inked sovereign penned. No accidental ingress. Dispatched divine rendezvous, encounter hallowed, realms alignment time declaration. Clarity's epic ingress, bewilderment wisdom yield keen directing precision. Isolation divine companionship supplant, purpose lifing elevators, love support veilers, accompanists. Fiscal yokes uplift, overflow provision supplant, unimaginable aquifer resources, fidelity's testimony. Corrend salved, pure purposeful ordained love supplant, divine-hearted reflection, soul restoration. Shun alarm motion quickening, alteration tempo surge, bunin pour. Acceleration transcendent, mutation scripted, destiny ballet gates creator choreographed. Soul's exit, artifacts dissolve, imperative. Prodigy hallowed, mass unborn universally. Egressing unclutch, ingressant embrace. Robustness unrealized, valor sensation surpassing, seraphic legion citadel encircling, path clearing, adversary gazed banqueting, next season vellum tendering. Wept therefore, nocturnal murmured deafened, effused oblivious, faith moment hope lost. Divine attended totality. Dark whispered orisons, silent wails world deaf, faith abyssal, attended. Lacrimation bottled, orison ledgered, wail covenant unfolding previsual. Boons approach, unanticipated dispatches, name locative prospects, malefactor penitences, absconded amplifications, unanticipated aquifer sustenance, existent unknown door favor. Supernal inversion, transcendent pivot, transmutation juncture. Discouragement negations affirmative launches destiny ward. Face slammed gape unclosable, way unstanding force absent. Bereavement gain transmuted, affliction purpose, retardation fate. Affliction purposed resilience tutelage, faith profundity. Coming glory gravitas preparation. Hush purposed whisper audition, world clamor utterance precedence. Retardation purposed chronology synchrony, appointed benediction aptness. Prodigy purposed unforgetting manifestation, unseen laboring, alleaving redemption opus weaving. No chance perusal. Spirit drawn receptivity readied. Ambulatory prodigy, divine love conduit, motion testimony. Existence prophecy likeness, omnipotence proof living, grace pharos. Beholders real-time miracle witnessing, God power credulity genesis life transfiguring. Procrastination shun. Dubiety second guess shun. Moment doubt larceny shun. Prodigy advent not, resides now, precision unfolding. Sentinel unknowing walkaway preclusion. Heaven ordained, urgency timed, hand perfected delivery. Covered entirety. Loved profundity. Led certainty. Victorious totality. Inhale deeply. Yield utterly. Believe wholly. Happening miracle now, everything transfiguring. This sequences Genesis divine, miracle cascade life's corners enveloping, broken barren cursed quadrants transmuting. Nocturnal fiscal strife, break free wonder, trapped hopeless sensation, divine sustenance countered. Approaching drafts, unforeseen windfalls, unfurling prospects, unexpected place flow resources, heaven-signatured faithfulness provision. Body-mind weighing health rigors, weak uncertain afraid sensation, God-healing hand touched, strength restored, vitality renewed, hope revived, bone life bringing. Heartbreaking relationships, love unworthy sensation, wholeness ever query, mended or replaced honoring uplifting purpose-aligned connections, God-heart reflecting. Lost not just restored, multiplied it, abundant blessings poured, carry new baskets needed, contain new storehouses, comprehend new vision. Overflow season this, cursed felt areas flourishing begin, dead felt dreams life springing, lost felt hopes found again, ever brighter shining. Enemy tried past disqualify belief making, mistakes unworthy making, delays chance missed meaning. God says past prison not, preparation it, trial fires laid foundation unshakable making. Shed tears every, miracle soil watered, pain only was once where purpose garden creating. Struggle moment every, roots strengthened, faith unshaken grounding, hope undimmed. Waiting season every, character built, coming glory wait preparing, God promise fullness carry ready vessel shaping. Done to you not defined, against you spoken words, endured betrayals, made mistakes, faced failures. God spoken over you defined, chosen, loved, anointed, greatness destined, name called by, purpose for set apart. Closed doors behind conversations, secret plotted schemes, deceit hid smiles, worth questioning injustice moments, God saw all. Detail every recorded, secret cried tears every, alone felt moment every, still there if wondered time every. Divine justice time arrived, your behalf moving God, wrong every righting, loss every restoring, pain every redeeming. Angel your guard standing, this moment miss not ensuring. Spiritual resistance through fought they've, bound keep to sought forces battled, destiny delay to tried powers principalities against stood. This miracle to reach you path cleared they've, your next season scroll carrying, God hand by golden ink written. Accident by into stumble not you will. Appointment divine this message is, encounter sacred, earth and heaven when moment, come has time your that declare to align to. Clarity season into stepping you are, wisdom to weigh gives confusion where, certainty to weigh gives doubt where, faith to weigh gives fear where. Felt you've loneliness, companionship divine by replaced being, God by sent people, you beside walk to, you lift to, love with you cover to, support with. Lifted being burdens financial the overflows that provision by replaced, imagined couldn't you sources from come resources, faithfulness God's to testifies. Healed being heartbreak the, is that love by replaced. God of heart that reflects a love, soul your restores. Quickly move things as panic not do, change of pace as accelerates, in poor blessings begin as. Divine is acceleration the orchestrated are changes the destiny of dance the in step a one each. Life your from exit will people some, away fall will things some, but must they? Sacred is miracle your, weight its carry can everyone not. Leaving what's to cling don't, arriving what celebrate. Realize you then stronger are you, feel you then braver are you, fortress alike you surround who angels of legions by protected. Path you're clearing, enemies you're of presence in you before table a preparing, season next you're of scroll delivering. This for cried you've, this for prayed you've, see could else no one when this for believed you've. Up give to you told world the when, over was it that whispered enemy the when. Heard has God. Dark the in prayers whispered every, deaf seemed world when cries silent every, lost seemed hope when faith of moments every, all it heard God has. Bottle his in tears every collected, book his in prayers every recorded, promise a with cries every answered now you before unfolding is that. Coming are blessings, expecting weren't you messages, name by you locate that opportunities, wronged you who from apologies, lost was what of form greater in restorations, anticipated couldn't you sources from comes that provision, existed didn't know even you doors opens that favor. Reversal supernatural this is, turnaround divine a, changes everything when moment a. You discouraged that, no, every, destiny you're into you launches that, yes, a becoming is. Face you're in shut slam that door every, wide opening now is, close to able no one with it, way you're in stand to able no force. Transformed being is loss every gain into, purpose into pain every, destiny into delay every. Purpose had pain the, you resilience teach to, faith you're deep into, coming that's glory the of weight the for you prepare to. Purpose had silence the, whisper gods for listen to you teach to, world the of noise the above voice is here to. Purpose had delay the, timing divine with you align to, time appointed the at only come could that blessing a for you position to. Purpose has miracle now the, world the to show to, forgot never God that you, see couldn't you when working was he that, awe you and around you those leave would that redemption of story a weaving was he that. Chance by this reading not are you. Receive to ready where you knew heaven because here drawn was spirit your. Miracle walking are you, love divine of vessel a, motion in testimony a, prophecy the like look about to his life your, power gods of proof living a, grace his of beacon a. You see who those, time real in unfolding miracle a witness will, life you're enduing he's what because God of power the in believe to come will many and. Moment this steel doubt let don't. Second guess don't. Delay don't. So. Coming not is miracle your, it here is, now, precision divine with unfolding. Real is this knowing without you let not will angel your. Hands you're into delivered perfectly and timed urgently, ordained heaven is this. Victorious. Are you led? Are you loved? Are you covered? Everything change will and now, happening is miracle your. Believe. Surrender. Breathe. Sequence a divine of beginning thee is this not but, life year of corners every touch will that miracles of cascade a, event singular a not. Night at up kept that struggles financial the, free ever you'd if wonder made that, hopeless and trapped feeling left that, provision divine with met being are. Coming our checks, arriving our windfalls unexpected, opening our opportunities, expect didn't you places from flowing our resources, heaven of signature carries that provision. Mind and body you're unweighed that challenges health the, afraid and uncertain, weak feeling left that. God of hand healing the by touched being are, hope reviving, vitality renewing, strength restoring. Again whole be ever you'd if question made that, love of unworthy feeling left that, heart you're broke that relationships the, purpose divine you're with a line and you honor that connections with replaced or being mended are. Lost was what restoring just not is God, it multiplying is He, them contain to storehouses new need you'll so abundant so blessings outpouring. Them carry to baskets new need you'll, them comprehend to vision new. Flourish begin will cursed felt that area everywhere, life to spring will dead felt that dream everywhere, again found be will lost felt that hope everywhere, overflow of season a this is. You disqualifies that your past believed to you make tried has enemy the, unworthy make mistakes you're that, chance you're missed you've mean delays you're that. Says God but prison you're not is past your, preparation it's. Bloom you're of soil the watered has you've shed tear every, pain of garden a creating, miracle you're of soil the watered has you've shed tear every, was there once only where purpose of garden a creating. Roots you're strengthened has struggle of moment every, shaken cannot that faith in you grounding, dimmed cannot that hope Indiana. Character you're built has waiting of season every, coming that's the for you preparing, promise gods of fullness the carry to ready you making. You to done was what by defined not are you against spoken were words the by, you endured betrayals the by. You overspoken has God what by defined are you, greatness for destined, anointed, loved, chosen. Purpose his for apart set, name his by called. All it saw God, deceit hid that smiles the, secret in plotted schemes the, doors closed behind happened conversations the. Recorded has he detail every, secret in cried you tear every, alone felt you one moment every. Arrived has justice divine the and, there was he if wondered you one time every. Moving is God behalf you're on, redeeming pain every, restoring loss every, wrongs every righting. Moment this miss not to ensuring, guard standing is angel your. Sought to keep you bound that forces battled, interference demonic through fought they've, darkness spiritual through fought they've. Cleared the path they've you to miracle this for, fought they've realms unseen through. Accident by this into stumble not will you. Is message this appointment a divine, encounter a sacred a, align heaven and earth when moment a, come has time you're that declare to. Into stepping your season of clarity, where to weigh gives confusion wisdom, to weigh gives doubt certainty. To weigh gives fear faith. Being replaced is felt you've the loneliness by companionship divine, sent by God people to walk beside you, to lift you, to cover you with love and support. Being lifted are burdens the financial, replaced by provision that overflows, resources that come from sources you couldn't have imagined. Being healed is the heartbreak, replaced by love that is pure, purposeful, and divinely ordained, a love that reflects the heart of God. As things begin to move quickly, do not panic, as the pace of change accelerates. Divine is the acceleration, orchestrated are the changes, each one a step in the dance of your destiny. Will exit your life some people, will fall away some things, but they must. Sacred is your miracle, and not everyone can carry its weight. To what's leaving don't cling, to what's arriving embrace. Then you realize stronger are you, then you feel braver are you, protected by a heavenly host that surrounds you like a fortress. Clearing your path legions of angels are, preparing a table before you in the presence of your enemies, delivering the scroll of your next season. For this you've cried, for this you've prayed, for this you've believed when no one else could see it. When the world told you to give up, when the enemy whispered that it was over. Has heard God. Every prayer whispered in the dark, every silent cry when the world seemed deaf, every moment of faith when hope seemed lost, God has heard it all. Collected every tear in his bottle, recorded every prayer in his book, answered every cry with a promise that is now unfolding. Are coming blessings, messages you weren't expecting, opportunities that locate you by name, apologies from those who wronged you, restorations of what was lost in greater form, provision that comes from sources you couldn't have anticipated. This is a supernatural reversal, a divine turnaround, a moment when everything changes. Becoming a yes that launches you every no that discouraged you is. Now opening wide is every door that slammed shut in your face, with no one able to close it, no force able to stand in your way. Being transformed into gain is every loss, into purpose every pain, into destiny every delay. To teach you resilience had purpose the pain, to deepen your faith, to prepare you for the weight of the glory that's coming. To teach you to listen for God's whisper had purpose the silence, to hear his voice above the noise of the world. To align you with divine timing had purpose the delay, to position you for a blessing that could only come at the appointed time. To show the world that God never forgot you has purposed the miracle now, that he was working even when you couldn't see him, that he was weaving a story of redemption that would leave you and those around you in awe. By chance not are you reading this? Because heaven knew you were ready to receive it. Drawn here was your spirit. A walking miracle are you, a vessel of divine love, a testimony in motion. Like the prophecy about to look is your life, a living proof of God's power, a beacon of his grace. Will witness a miracle unfolding in real time those who see you, and many will come to believe in the power of God because of what he's doing in your life. Don't delay. Don't second guess. Don't let doubt steal this moment. So, not coming is your miracle, it is here, now, unfolding with divine precision. Without knowing this is real, let you not walk away will your angel. Into your hands delivered perfectly and timed urgently, ordained by heaven is this. You are victorious. You are led. You are loved. You are covered. And it will change everything. Now happening is your miracle. Believe. Surrender. Breathe. Of a divine sequence the beginning is this not but, every corner of your life touch will that miracle's a cascade, a singular event not. That kept you up at night the financial struggles, if you'd ever break free wonder made that, feeling trapped and hopeless left that, with divine provision being met are. Coming our checks, arriving our unexpected windfalls, opening our opportunities, flowing our resources from places you didn't expect, provision that carries the signature of heaven. That weighed on your body and mind the health challenges, feeling weak and uncertain left that, afraid, by the healing hand of God being touched are, restoring strength, renewing vitality, reviving hope. That broke your heart the relationships, feeling unworthy of love left that, if you'd ever be whole again question made that, being mended or replaced are with connections that honor you, uplift you, and align with your divine purpose. Just restoring what was lost not is God, multiplying it is He, pouring out blessings so abundant you'll need new baskets to carry them, new storehouses to contain them. This is a season of overflow, where every area that felt cursed will begin to flourish, where every dream that felt dead will spring to life, where every hope that felt lost will be found again. To make you believe that your past disqualifies you tried the enemy, that your mistakes make you unworthy, that your delays mean you've missed your chance. Says God, but your past is not your prison, it's your preparation. Has become the fertile ground from which your miracle blooms your pain, a garden of purpose springing forth from the ashes of your trials. Every tear you've shed has watered the soil of your miracle, creating a garden of purpose where once there was only pain. Every moment of struggle has strengthened your roots, grounding you in faith that cannot be shaken. Every season of waiting has built your character, preparing you for the weight of the glory that's coming. You are not defined by what was done to you, by the words spoken against you, by the betrayals you endured. You are defined by what God has spoken over you, chosen, loved, anointed, destined for greatness. The conversations that happened behind closed doors, the schemes plotted in secret, the smiles that hid deceit, God saw it all. He has recorded every detail, every moment of injustice, every tear you cried in secret, and the time of divine justice has arrived. Standing guard is your angel, ensuring you do not miss this moment. They've fought through spiritual resistance, battled forces that sought to keep you bound, and cleared the path for this miracle to reach you. You will not stumble into this by accident. This message is a divine appointment, a sacred encounter, a moment when heaven and earth align to declare that your time has come. You are stepping into a season of clarity, where confusion gives way to wisdom, where doubt gives way to certainty, where fear gives way to faith. The loneliness you felt is being replaced by divine companionship, people sent by God to walk beside you, to lift you, to cover you with love and support. The financial burdens are being lifted, replaced by provision that overflows, resources that come from sources you couldn't have imagined. The heartbreak is being healed, replaced by love that is pure, purposeful, and divinely ordained, a love that reflects the heart of God. Do not panic as things begin to move quickly, as the pace of change accelerates. The acceleration is divine, the changes are orchestrated, each one a step in the dance of your destiny. Some people will exit your life, some things will fall away, but they must. Your miracle is sacred, and not everyone can carry its weight. Don't cling to what's leaving, embrace what's arriving. You are stronger than you realize, braver than you feel, protected by legions of angels who surround you like a fortress, clearing your path, preparing a table before you in the presence of your enemies. You've cried for this, prayed for this, believed for this when no one else could see it. And God has heard. Every whispered prayer in the dark, every silent cry when the world seemed deaf, every moment of faith when hope seemed lost, God has heard it all. He has collected every tear, recorded every prayer, answered every cry with a promise that is now unfolding. Blessings are coming, messages you weren't expecting, opportunities that locate you by name, apologies from those who wronged you, restorations of what was lost in greater form, provision that comes from sources you couldn't have anticipated. This is a supernatural reversal, a divine turnaround, a moment when everything changes. Every no that discouraged you is becoming a yes that launches you. Every door that slammed shut in your face is now opening wide, with no one able to close it, no force able to stand in your way. Every loss is being transformed into gain, every pain into purpose, every delay into destiny. The pain had purpose, to teach you resilience, to deepen your faith, to prepare you for the weight of the glory that's coming. The silence had purpose, to teach you to listen for God's whisper, to hear His voice above the noise of the world. The delay had purpose, to align you with divine timing, to position you for a blessing that could only come at the appointed time. And now, the miracle has purpose, to show the world that God never forgot you, that He was working even when you couldn't see Him, that He was weaving a story of redemption that would leave you and those around you in awe. You are not reading this by chance. Your spirit was drawn here because heaven knew you were ready to receive it. You are a walking miracle, a vessel of divine love, a testimony in motion. Your life is about to look like the prophecy, a living proof of God's power, a beacon of His grace. Those who see you will witness a miracle unfolding in real time, and many will come to believe in the power of God because of what He's doing in your life. So don't delay. Don't second guess. Don't let doubt steal this moment. Your miracle is not coming, it is here, now, unfolding with divine precision. Your angel will not let you walk away without knowing this is real. This is heaven-ordained, urgently timed, and perfectly delivered into your hands. You are covered. You are loved. You are led. You are victorious. Breathe. Surrender. Believe. Your miracle is happening now, and it will change everything. Expanding this divine tapestry further, envision the layers of your soul being peeled back like the petals of a rose in full bloom under the gaze of the Creator. Each layer reveals not scars but stars, points of light from past battles that now guide your way like a constellation mapped for your exclusive voyage. The person close to you, that trusted ally or overlooked kin, their confession will not merely inform, it will ignite. It will be the spark that sets ablaze the dry tinder of your unresolved questions, burning away the chaff of uncertainty until only pure gold remains. This is God's alchemy at work, turning leaden doubts into aureate certainties, base fears into exalted freedoms. Feel it now, the warmth of that impending revelation seeping through the cracks in your armor, softening the edges of your guarded heart. Your angel, ever the faithful scribe, has inscribed this moment in the annals of heaven long before your first breath, ensuring that no force, no delay, no distraction could derail its arrival. As the chords of manipulation snap one by one, listen for the sound, a celestial snap, like the breaking of dawn's first light piercing the night. Each severance is a victory cry from the heavenly hosts, a declaration that the enemy's grip has slipped, that the chains that once rattled in your dreams are now silenced forever. Joy rises not as a trickle but as a tsunami, washing over the barren landscapes of your spirit, greening the deserts where hope once withered. Peace doesn't tiptoe in, it marches, filling every crevice with the solidity of mountain rock, unmovable, unshakable. Laughter returns not as a polite chuckle but as a roar, echoing through your days like thunder rolling across a clear sky, announcing the reign of gladness in your realm. This new season will be your billboard to the world, a living epistle written in bold strokes of favor and fortune, where skeptics who once pointed fingers now point in wonder, their doubts dissolving like salt in the sea of your success. Only God, the master weaver, could thread the needle through the eye of your stormiest trials, stitching wounds into wonders, losses into legacies. That rejection that echoed in your empty rooms, amplifying your insecurities? It's now the echo of opportunity knocking louder, inviting you to tables set for kings and queens. The departure that left a void echoing with what-ifs. It's the space where God is planting seeds of divine unions, relationships forged in fire, unbreakable, beautiful. You've lost much, but in the economy of heaven, loss is but the soil for gain's garden. Your purpose, that sacred fire within, burns with a fierceness that defies the winds of adversity, its light a lighthouse calling ships home through fog-shrouded seas. The anointing flows not as a drip but as a downpour, drenching you in power, protection, and possibility, readying you for the mantle you've been measured for since eternity's dawn. Your call resounds now like a trumpet blast in the halls of heaven, stirring the angels to attention, sending ripples through the earth that topple thrones of darkness. This miracle isn't queued for later, it's queued up right here, bursting forth in forms that will make your heart skip, a call that catapults you forward, a letter laden with legacy, an email etched with elevation, a stranger's smile that seals a soul tie, a payment from the past that paves the future. Surreal? Yes. Sovereign? Absolutely. Yours? Unequivocally, penned in the ink of infinity, delivered by wings that never tire. This message, beloved, is the arrow your angel loosed through the barrage of spiritual arrows aimed to miss. They parried, they pierced the veil, they placed it in your path because your spirit cried out for confirmation amid the chaos. Every word a flint strike, sparking recognition of the glory grazing your shoulder, waiting for your yes. Look, the air thickens with promise, the very molecules humming with holy intent, the earth beneath your feet alive with the pulse of purpose. Mountains move not with fanfare but with faith's quiet command, your path cleared for the cascade of breakthroughs, one door, then 10, then 100, each swinging on hinges oiled by grace. From begging to blessed, from overlooked to overchosen, from walled in to welcomed wide. The voice that sought to volume down your volume? God turns it up to 11, your words now weapons of worship, your light a laser through lies. Enough, God thunders, and the thunderclap echoes in your bones. You are mine, masterpiece marked for more. This miracle, gift wrapped in glory, needs no striving, it streamed from the source, shielded by seraphim, smiled upon by your smiling sentinel who, after eons of watch, sees the scroll unfurl. Restoration rolls in like a royal procession, reclaiming not just the stolen but the superabundant, peace pieced back plus, time tripled in blessing, confidence crowned anew, love lavished beyond loss, finances flowing free, dreams dusted off and dancing, hope high-beamed. Those who towered over you in judgment, now they crane necks to catch your glow, gossipers gagged by your grace, betrayers blinded by your breakthrough. Not payback, but praise, God parading His power through your poised rise. He built while they broke, anointed while they abandoned, positioned while they passed by. Not punishment, preparation, and the prep school's bell has rung. Shift starts, unstoppable as sunrise. Yet eyes may deceive, silence still sings loud, struggles stare back. But heaven's horn has blown, now. Sorrow's stone lifted, joy's juggernaut unstoppable, cycles shattered, motion momentum divine. Miracle speeds, wind wild, fire fierce, light leading. Blocked bucks break free, health's hollow filled full, relations ruins rebuilt or refreshed royal. Double down, wisdom doubled, strength surged, clarity crystal, provision plentiful, favor flooding. Enemies? Evicted by El Shaddai, your name named in high places, story sparking salvations. But believe, bare your breast to the breeze of belief, fear fled, doubt deported, unworthy whispers whooshed away. Enough you are, as is, grace-garbed, loved lavish, chosen for your chasm-crossing heart. Tears as talismans, pain as psalms, heaven heeds, reward races, angels applaud. Lies lied, past passport not prison. Pain's plot, prodigy plot. Marked purpose, not shame. Injustices inked in gold, justice jewels your journey, angel ahead, scouting, securing. Not late, launched. Delays divine detours, nos as not yets, closed as cleared for custom. Miracle multiplies, testimony tidal, doubters drawn, enemy emptied. Still, speed sacred, exits essential, arrivals awe. Strong, shielded, seraph sung. Cries catalogued, prayers prized, promises present. Boons barrage, calls, confessions, cash, clarity. Reversal rousing, no's to yes, losses to legacies. Purpose in pain, whisper in wait, timing in tardy, miracles manifesto. Drawn divine, miracle mobile, life lyrical. Don't dally, dive. Here, holy, yours. Covered, cherished, championed. Breathe belief. And on this cascade continues, layer upon layer of lavish love, each breakthrough birthing the next, your life a symphony swelling to crescendo. Financial floods from forgotten fonts, health's harmony restored, hearts healed in heaven's hospital. Past. Prelude. Tears. Treasures. Struggles. Stepping stones. You, the phoenix, rising radiant, world watching, wondering, worshipping. Angel alert, message minted, moment majestic. Clarity cascades, companionship crowds, coffers clink, cores calm. Panic. Passé. Acceleration. Amen. Exits. Expected. Embrace the explosion of everything exalted. Prayers pursued, tears tallied, cries crowned, blessings break like dawn. Reversals rock, doors dance open, pain's purpose built. Forget not, worked within, awe all around. Chance. Chosen. Ready, receive. Walking wonder, grace's gallery. Witness, win souls. Delay. Deny it. Here, happening, heavenly.